Babs, Shankus and the Shankus. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing wonderful and I'm doing amazing. I'm really excited to teach you guys about Python, and also we're excited about what we are going to learn in this video or in this lesson. We are going to make our program much more interactive and much more fun. I'm sure you guys are looking at my screen right now and say, "What in the world has Tawheed has opened?" Well, what I have open is the program that we wrote in chapter 1. The reason why I have it open is that I wanted to demonstrate a concept. That is why I have it open. In this chapter, we are going to be talking about raw inputs. On this lesson, we're going to be talking about raw inputs. So if you ask me, basically, what is raw input? Well, raw input is giving the user the chance to interact with your program. So far, the programs that we wrote in chapter 3, chapter 2 and chapter 3, we are the only ones who make the program, and we're the only ones who run it. We can't have anybody else. We can't even have our friends run it or put in some different values to test it out. But you guys remember that in chapter 1, when we created the guessing game, we had somebody play it. We had a friend, or we had different people other than us play it. Well, the reason was that we supply something called an input. What is an input? An input is a way that the user supplies you with some information that you use in your program. Okay, so I'm sure some of you might have even tried to mess around or play around with the game from chapter 1, but you probably didn't get it to work. The reason is because we need input for our program to work. We need to have the user to give us input, and you guys remember functions too. To get the input of the user, we have to use a function called raw input. In this video, I'm going to walk you through that. Let's try an example. First, I have my homework opened from lesson 1. So I'm going to run this program. I want to demonstrate the concept of what an input is. Run, if you guys remember, run module. What you guys remember? Ahoy! I'm the Dread Pirate Roberts, and I have a secret. It is a number from 1 to 100. I will give you only 6 tries. What is your guess? Okay? So if I enter 89, too low, ye scurvy dog, right? The 89 that I entered, that is what we call an input. Okay? Inside our program, we get the 89 and we do some math, or we do some things around it to figure out, wow, the user gave us 89. Is 89 smaller than our guess, or is 89 bigger than our guess? Well, in this case, 89 was low. Let's try another number. 90 is too low. Let me try another 78. Oh, why would I even try 78 if 90 was low? Tawheed. I'm going to try 100. Too high. So I know it's between 90 and 100. Well, divide and conquer. I'll try 95. Too low. 95. I'll try 97. There you go. Avast. You got it. Found my secret. Ye did. So basically, these numbers are our inputs. These are things that we give to our program to be able to do stuff. In this lesson, or in this video, we're going to learn about how to also create an input that we can interact with our program. Okay, so let me minimize the idle and let me file new window, because we're gonna create a new program. And remember, before I even start, I want to save it so that I don't forget where my file is, or I don't lose my file. Save as. And again, since we're in chapter 5, I'm going to create a new folder called chap 5. And then inside my chap 5 folder, actually here, I'm going to create a new folder called chap 5. Right, and inside my chap 5 folder, I'm going to create, what shall I even call this? I'll call it raw inputs.py. Raw inputs. You can call it whatever, as long as you remember. The reason why I call it raw input is because this is what I'm going to be demonstrating raw input with. I'll hit enter. And raw inputs is just a function, okay? You guys remember from what I said in the previous videos that for now, what we know a function is something that ends with a parentheses, and you don't just make function up. These are things that Python gave us, and future we are going to learn how to create our own functions. Okay, so raw input is the function that we are going to use to get the information from the user. So let's try an example. Let's have a variable called name. That's the name of variable, and we want to get the user to supply us with the information. And so what we do is that call the raw input function inputs, and then parentheses, we're not going to put anything, right? And then we're going to say print name. So basically what is going to happen is that, actually let me make it more friendly. Let me say hello, welcome, and then next line I'll print name. So what is going to happen when I run this program? The first thing that the user is going to see is that another thing. Let me also, because I didn't supply an instruction, the user might get confused. So let me say print what is your name, right? So the first thing that is going to happen, print what is your name, right? After we get from what is your name, the computer, the idle or Python, it will be waiting for the user to supply him with the name. When the user supply him with the name, using the raw input function, the name is going to be saved into the variable called name. So whatever I supply inside my program, or when my program runs, whatever I supplied will be saved inside the variable name. And then I'm going to say print hello, welcome, and then I'm going to print the name. Guys, understand what is going on? Cool. Raw input is just getting information from the user, and then that information we are saving into a variable called name, and then we're just printing out name. Just like we know how to do variables. I can say boy is hello. We know that boy is a string. If I say print boy, I'm going to get hello. Just the same concepts, okay? So I'm going to run this program, okay? And what is your name? So Python is waiting for me to enter my name, and obviously my name is Tawhid. You can enter whatever your name is. See? Hello, welcome, Tawhid. So that is raw input. We're able to tell the user to give us their name, and we saved it into a variable. Okay, we saved it in a variable called name, and when we did the print name, the information that the user gave us, which is Tawhid, was printed to us. I hope you guys understand what is going on, and I hope you guys are not getting confused. But in case you guys are getting confused, you guys should send me an email as usual, because I'm always telling you guys to send me an email. One thing that I want you guys to also do is I want you guys to read from page 44 to page 45. It has an example that is going to have you guys try it out in idle and see how to use it. And also, it's always good when you practice and do it on your own. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next lesson, and I'm sure you guys have an idea of how to create a program that you'll be asking the user for more information. I'll see you guys in the next video.